the number of these messages from Canadians that I've received either in my comment section or in a private message. If I gave you guys access to my private messages, you would see it's flooded with people like this. And this person says, I would love to see a bunch of these Oath Keepers come up here on their own and try to stir up shit the way Canadians feel now. Now, he's referring to this gentleman who's constantly in my comment section. I've done multiple videos about him. He refers to himself as the West Virginia Oath Keeper and says he runs the East Coast's largest militia. And he said that the United States of America could take over Canada in one day while also taking a long lunch. Then he boiled that down to the United States Marines could take out the nation of Canada, could occupy it, could take it over in one day with a long lunch. And then he boiled that down even further to his militia could do it. If you guys have an opportunity to go back and dig through my videos, you should really check out the one where he said that he would start just above certain states so that he was attacking Canada while having red states at his back so he didn't get shot in the back by Democrats. And it meant that he would have to invade Canada through Idaho in the Canadian Rockies, because he also said he would go through start just north of Wyoming, which would mean that he would be invading Montana. But anyway, this person says he'd love to see these Oath Keepers go up to Canada. Bring your militia on up, West Virginia Oath Keeper, and try and stir some shit. And if I'm being completely honest with you, so do I. Not because I dislike Canadians, but because I know what the Canadians would do to the Oath Keepers. And when I say I know what the Canadians would do to the Oath Keepers, I'm not talking about the Canadian military. I'm talking about Canadians. I would put solid money on regular average Canadians doing things to West Virginia Oath Keepers' largest militia on the East Coast that would make them weep for their mothers. And such an idiotic move on the part of the East Coast largest militia would mean that we would have less of these douchebags down here to deal with. So I view it as a win-win, right? These guys mount up and head to Canada. Now, right off the bat, I'm going to say I'm also going to put good money on the fact that these guys probably couldn't fucking find Canada. Like, making it out of West Virginia is probably going to be a struggle for this group. But let's assume they made it out of West Virginia and they made the long trek over to the Great Plains because they didn't want to go straight north. They don't want blue states behind them. And they went through Montana and, well, he was going to invade Montana from Wyoming, so maybe they can take over Montana as practice. And then he's going to go into Canada through the Canadian Rockies from Montana and Idaho. Is there a way that you guys as Canadians could film all of that? Is there a way that you could capture that on video film? I'm an old timer. Could you capture that on video so that the rest of us could enjoy that? Because that would be some entertaining shit. You know what I mean? You guys get to off a bunch of people that think you're inferior. We thin the herd of dumb fuckery down here, and everybody gets the video entertainment. This is like a win-win-win. West Virginia Oath Keeper, I know you watch all my videos. Chime in here, my guy.